If the fish market in Catania looks and sounds like an Arab bazaar, that's perhaps because it used to be one, back in the 9th century under the Saracens. The waters that surround Sicily have brought this place its slippery riches, but also no shortage of invaders, benign or otherwise. The walls echo with centuries of alien presences, creating a place that is instinctively tolerant of outsiders. So how does this tolerance stack up to the latest wave of arrivals, of refugees and migrants from across the Mediterranean?
Se non venisse nessuno fosse meglio, perché già siamo troppi.
So she's pretty hard line, mi scusa. She said, we're already full, we don't need more people, and she wished that they wouldn't come, basically.
Non direi di non accettarlo.
Accettarlo è importante.
Sì. Per me sì.
Grazie. So he just gave us a different opinion. He said, we're human, they're human, we need to welcome them here in Sicily, end of story. Grazie.
Non comment.
No comment? Ah, come mai? No?
Non condivido.
Non l'accetta e non lo condivido.
Questo
Ok.
è il mio motivo.
Grazie. No, ok, mille grazie. Grazie. Okay, so that was interesting. When the camera was off them, they unpacked, and boy did they unpack. Essentially, what the lady was telling me was that there are too many of them, they misbehave, they get into drugs, they get into violence, they don't work, we don't want them here. But that's an opinion that certainly she felt very uncomfortable expressing in public to camera.
As they were chopping the daily catch in the market, the almost daily human harvest of the seas was preparing to disembark at the port down the road. This morning, 200 souls, a Noah's Ark of migrants and refugees fleeing poverty or war or both, in an arc of humanity from Afghanistan to Morocco. Now that the Turkish-Greek route into the EU has been shut down, the arrivals here are set to increase. Last March has already been 3 times as busy as a year ago, and as long as there is money to be made, the dirty business of people smuggling will continue to thrive. Off to Catania's optimistically named Palace of Justice, a square-jawed temple that has spent much of the last 3 decades battling the local mafia, but that is now increasingly focused on going after the people smugglers, or at least the handful the Italian state manages to catch at sea. The chief prosecutor told me an inconvenient truth.
Our objective is not to catch the migrants or the occasional boat operator. It is vital to hit the organisations in North Africa where they are based. But if we don't get any cooperation from the Libyan authorities who are in disarray, or the Egyptian authorities who don't even return our calls, then it's virtually impossible to defeat the people smugglers.
A cross made from the remnants of a smuggler's boat, and 2 migrants, both named Emmanuel, one from Ghana, one from Nigeria, remembering the days when they feared for their lives, on the open seas and on dry land. Their Libyan employers forced them onto a boat to Europe instead of paying their wages as construction workers.
They have like weapons.
Right.
Like you say, if you run, I'll shoot you.
So they basically forced you to get on the boat?
Force. Really force.
So you're all on this boat together?
Yeah.
You have no idea you're going to Italy?
No.
But all you know is that you can't stay because these guys are threatening you?
See, because they don't want to pay us.
So I asked the other Emmanuel if he would tell his friends in Nigeria to risk the journey.
I will say no, because life is more important than anything.
Than anything?
Anything. When you have life, you have hope. We that are here, we are lucky, because so many died. Old, young, little, big, they all died. And that's it. I saw dead people.
Reluctant travellers imposing on increasingly reluctant hosts. Just one of the myriad nuances of this epic human drama that continues to defy solutions and exert a heavy price. Last stop for me, the Catania Cemetery. The cemeteries of Sicily are famous. And these are without doubt some of the most exuberant graves you'll ever see anywhere. Each one of them a detailed celebration of a person's life.
But the graves I've come to see are very different.
Amid the opulence of death, a field of churned earth, not much better than a mass grave. The vast majority of bodies still lie at the bottom of the sea. Here, 48 numbered graves from the last year alone, and only one with the dignity of a name.